Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Talk About Blank, where we talk about everything. I'm your host Baylor Hurst.
And I'm your co-host Eric Park.
And today we have a very special guest, Mr. Mason Boatman. Tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Hello guys, I'm Mason Boatman. I'm a good friend of these two guys. Huge fan of Rocky Horror, video games, and overall movies in general.
Okay, thank you, Mason. So real quick, what we're going to do, Mason, is we're going to play high-low. Can you explain the rules to Mason, please, Eric?
Well, since a week has happened since our last show, we will discuss the highest event, what made us... Oh, goodness, I forgot how to talk.
The best part of your week.
Yes, best part of the week, lowest, worst part of the week.
Okay.
So you start off.
You want me to start off?
Yes, you're our guest.
Alright, well, I'm going to be honest with you. My high of this week is pretty much being asked to do this show.
Aww.
I've been so excited. I love doing this type of stuff. So much fun. My low... Work hates me.
Come on, Chili's. Shake up.
What happened at Chili's tonight?
Okay, so my shift tonight, usually on Friday and Saturday nights, there's a person who just rolls silverware. And I was that person that just rolled silverware. Apparently, according to the employees, that was the longest silverware shift out of Chili's history. Like, at that place.
Give this man a raise, Chili's.
Give this man a Red Bull and a
5
raise.
straight hours of just rolling silverware and napkins. I had music playing, but still, I almost fell asleep.
That sounds like the most tedious thing that you've ever done.
It is so tedious.
I would have just quit.
All right, Mason, who do you pass it to?
Tell you what, Eric, get yourself going, my man.
All right.
See how it is.
Let's see. I don't know a high.
Do your low first. End on a good note.
Low. I don't know why I just wasn't hungry today. I didn't eat. That made me kind of sad. But my high, I had some donuts for lunch a while ago. It was dope.
I had one.
So you were complaining about not eating very much, but you had donuts for lunch.
Yup.
This kid, let me tell you something about this kid. This kid walked into my English class with a box. Not a bag, a box.
Yo,
about the size of a shoebox filled with donuts.
Okay,
I didn't eat very much today. What are you talking about?
Most of you ate most of my donuts.
Okay, I had like 4 donut holes maybe.
I ate one I stole one donut from him, and then I paid him $1 for the other because he wouldn't let me have one.
All right, my low is that I don't think I've ever been this tired in my entire life. I just threw back a Red Bull. My high is that I get to talk about Suicide Squad and then I can be done with it forever.
All right. So on that note, Baylor, let's talk about Suicide Squad. My thoughts exactly.
Okay.
Mason's the poor soul here that really likes this movie.
I loved Suicide Squad.
I mean, we're not dogging you for liking it. It's just because we don't like it so much, and we feel bad that we don't have that you're by yourself on this.
Okay. We're gonna go off on a rant, and it's gonna be crazy.
We don't learn from our lessons.
We don't ever learn from our lessons. But okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about what we liked, what we didn't like, then we're gonna do final thoughts and a rating. Sound good?
Yeah.
Fine with me.
All right. Mason, what did you like about this film?
Alright, well, I'm going to be honest. The first thing that really sticks out in my head is the casting for this movie. I think that's something... Whenever you saw, like, say, Will Smith was playing Deadshot, that's something where you either love it or you hate it. I think Will Smith did a good job at just playing himself.
I agree.
Yeah. Deadshot was one of the best parts of that movie.
I agree.
And Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, I'm going to be honest with you. Let me be honest here. I can't stand the earlier renditions of Harley Quinn.
You don't like the cartoon? Hey, Puddin'.
I can't.
That's where she originated
Mr.
from.
J.
I can't do that. Now, the Arkham games, the Batman Arkham games, which by the way, everyone needs to go play those. I liked her in those.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But this movie, I felt, did it best, especially with her and her relationship to the Joker. I thought that was. I think she did it.
But then she kind of
I completely we'll talk about that when we get to what we didn't like. I completely disagree that it was a good relationship with the Joker.
You don't think so?
Yeah.
No, I'll explain what we didn't like.
All right. I really liked... Okay, well, first, this is spoilers, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
By
yeah,
the way,
spoilers.
all spoilers.
The scene, one of the best scenes is when
Actually,
Deadshot just.
hang on. Give him a couple moments to click away if you're gonna
Click, click, clickety, click, click, click,
Well,
click.
you
Way to
know-
guess you're listening. All right.
Deadshot, when he just loses his ish and just starts shooting everyone on top of the car.
Oh, that was
Oh,
cool.
that was awesome.
That was
And the camera.
probably my favorite scene.
And
in
the
this movie.
camera cuts, and Rick Flag and all the other soldiers are just standing there bewildered.
Oh my gosh.
Over
it was
the-
so cool.
And
It was really cool.
And another, I mean, no matter how many story problems that movie had, the Suicide Squad themselves were great, and they deserved to be in a better movie. All the acting was great. Even the characters I'm not a big fan of, but I wasn't that big of a fan of Killer Croc. But
You know,
But-
the more I think...
let me finish.
Okay.
And I really liked. I didn't hate Jared Leto's Joker that much.
I did.
I know you did.
I love him.
But Amanda Waller was surprisingly good.
My goodness.
Amanda Waller was incredible.
I was
Viola
legit-
Davis can do anything, any day, any time. She's an amazing actress. She's head above, like 2 heads above everyone else in the
Especially
entire cast.
Jared Leto.
I was
Hey,
legit
leave him
scared
alone.
of her throughout that movie.
That,
Like,
I love the line where Margot Robbie goes, "Are you the devil?" And she goes, I don't know. She said like yes or maybe or something.
Oh, that made me cringe.
here's the thing: the after credit scene.
But like the fact that Margot Robbie's character Harley Quinn who is evil, not evil, but you know.
she's out of her mind. And
Yeah, but like she recognizes that Amanda Waller is
Not to be trifled with.
yes,
Oh, no.
and she's literally the most terrible person in the entire movie. And she's supposed to be on the good side.
I think that they did a very good job of the after credit scene. Was that what you were about to talk
yeah,
about?
that's the thing. You think about it, Bruce Wayne was legit like
Yes.
you could tell they had a history and he did not want to be in that room with her.
Well,
And
have
she
you
knew-
watched any of the Justice League animated series?
I've seen a little bit of it.
They nailed the
Oh, yeah,
dynamic
she's
between
so
Amanda
good.
Waller and Bruce Wayne.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That show was you check it out on Netflix. It's
Oh,
on there.
Justice League is a great show.
And if you have Amazon Prime, they have a streaming service. Check out the Batman animated series. It has all 4 seasons.
Oh, golly, that show. What I liked... You guys kind of named. I really liked Will Smith. Probably my favorite part of this movie, and what I wish we could have seen more was Captain Boomerang.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
That's what
Jai Courtney,
you could tell
Killed
he was having fun.
he was having so
That
much
is
fun.
the best thing I've ever seen him in.
Oh.
I was like, why does this guy keep getting jobs? And now I know why.
Yeah, he was really good. He was.
Guys, that scene where he goes, "You're free to go." He just runs
Yeah.
out of the bar.
Oh, I love that. I was crying. And then he comes back for no reason.
He just shows up.
Or like
Yeah.
when they're about to die and he hides in the alley to pick up his little little pony. The fact that they made him a brony for no reason was hilarious.
That's the thing I love. Like,
I thought. Go ahead.
okay, honestly, Jai Courtney, like, no matter what, he really does good with like background character roles.
Yeah.
I really think like,
There's some actors that do a better job supporting.
Oh yeah,
and I
think
agree to that.
I think
Which
that
is
really-
why I wasn't a big fan of Terminator Genesis. 'cause
Terminator Genesis. I didn't even watch it.
I thought it was good, but then again,
As a fan of Terminator, I was so sad watching that movie.
oh, I don't blame you. And then-
Okay, and I also really liked all of the cameos. I think they were a lot better than the email. I really like that they did Batman, Flash.
Yeah, I liked Flash's cameo.
Yeah,
I will be honest. I liked how they did Batman because it legit like it only makes me more excited for the Batman solo film.
I think that the
Because-
Batman solo film is going to go really well if they do my plan that I'm talking about later whenever we
Where's
talk
the thing?
about.
Because in
if
my
you don't
eyes,
like-
that was legit just Batman being Batman, like just
Yeah.
going around saying.
I don't think Batman would get Deadshot whenever he was with his
wasn't-
daughter. I think he would wait until after he dropped his daughter off. But I think it was a really good job of him not mercilessly killing anyone.
Oh yeah, totally.
And I loved how Amanda Waller knew who he was.
Yeah, that was good.
Like, they established that they have history.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, they do establish a reason as to why Batman does kill people, like in Batman v Superman and all that. Did you guys see? They did a flashback with Harley Quinn, and it showed it's like that gold room where she's like stripped. She's not stripped, but she's like
Yeah,
dancing.
she got it.
Well, whatever it is. There's flashes of text, and one of them says helps with the murder of Robin.
Really? I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
It's very quick, but it's there. And honestly,
It doesn't have to do with him killing people, though.
well, I mean, you think...
I mean, because, like, remember the comics, after Jason Todd died, he, like, loses it. And
Yeah.
And that's why Tim Drake's introduced, because Tim Drake's like, something's wrong with him.
Mm-hmm. I actually read a report about this, and she assisted, but the Joker was the one who actually killed him.
Which makes sense, but that's the only that's why I still say I love the dynamic between Joker and Harley Quinn in this movie.
Oh, we'll get to that.
We'll get to.
I think
We'll
they're
get to
interesting
that.
characters. I don't know approve.
Actually, what'd you guys think of Flash? Like the one scene we saw.
I think he looks great.
Ezra Miller looks like he's gonna kill it.
He looks great, and I know that we only saw 2 seconds of him, but that just I loved it.
It was so cool, you know.
Yeah.
Like we saw.
It was no email attachment. But
So we saw a little bit of him in the Justice League trailer, which
And
he was
that weird
fun in.
dream sequence, he's like, "You've got to go back."
Honestly, he looked like he was
She's
a different
the one or
race.
whatever.
That might be like a ode to the Flashpoint paradox. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll find out.
Flashpoint is such a good story.
Yeah, the movie. Check it out on Netflix. They made an animated movie. It's so good.
We're about to figure it out.
Man, DC, you better start paying us for all this advertising we're doing for you.
Killing
In
Joke
fact,
is
bring
good
me in
too.
and let me fix all your movies.
Killing
Yeah.
Joke is good.
Yeah, Jeff Johns, can I have your job?
Please. I'll do it much better. Okay. Anything else that we liked, Mason?
Visuals. That is one thing.
I wasn't a big
I
fan
call
of that.
this my favorite. You know how you say, Baylor, you know how you always say Batman v Superman is your favorite comic book movie because it looks like a comic book?
I changed my mind about that, but keep going.
You know how you said that?
Yeah.
That's what I say with this movie. I like how colorful
Oh,
it is.
I like the colors though.
I like how colorful it is. I like how dark it gets at times. It legit looks like comic book panels.
I would agree with you.
I can
about
see that.
That's one thing that I will always give DC over Marvel. They know how to make a movie look really good. Like even if you hated it, it's still you can still.
I didn't like
looks
the CGI. I thought that was a little much.
Some of it was weird.
Like the El Diablo thing. I was like, what?
It was cool, but
I thought that was cool. I thought it was cool.
I mean, it was cool. It's just like kind
Into
of.
that
I don't know.
Mexican devil? Is that what that is?
Yeah, because the El
Something like
Diablo
that.
is the devil.
El Diablo.
That's like what it means in Spanish.
I know that's what that means in Spanish.
that means the devil.
Yeah.
No.
Oh gosh, amazing. Hey, quit coughing into the mic.
I'm not coughing in the mic.
Anything else that we liked?
I liked the ambition. I liked that they tried something different with all the characters.
That's one thing I will always...
It didn't pull off. It wasn't as ambitious I felt as BVS, but it was close.
It was pretty ambitious.
This felt like them trying to capture... I mean, not exactly capture it, but do something along the lines of Guardians of the Galaxy, where they took this team of people who really didn't know each other and kind of forced them.
I
Yeah,
think
we
that's
talked
an
about
insult
this.
to Guardians of the Galaxy.
We
Then.
talked about this earlier.
Well, I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy, it's a good movie.
Guardians of the Galaxy is incredible. Suicide Squad is what I liked. Talking about what I liked.
I think it does it. It does a good enough job of being its own thing.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's one thing I loved about it was you could tell it was trying to do its.
It's certainly a unique movie.
Exactly, and that's one thing that you don't see nowadays. You know, I posted on Facebook about this. I said, we got something different, rather than they do save the world, but what happens in between that? You get something a tad bit different.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on to negatives.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I want to.
Actually,
What?
can we just comment the soundtrack real quick?
Soundtrack's good, but
The
sometimes
songs are good.
The songs are very
The
good.
placement is bad.
Yeah,
Bohemian Rhapsody. I swear, they legit just backfired on Panic at the Disco.
Without me. That's the worst Eminem song.
it is not the worst Eminem song.
Why would she use the worst Eminem song?
It's not the worst Eminem song.
What's funny? Whenever they played Bohemian Rhapsody, they didn't play the Panic at the Disco version. They just did the Queen version.
Because why on earth
Because
would
it's
you...
a
I was like,
thousand
why-
times better.
That's why I was like, then why on earth did you do that? Why?
Okay.
I appreciate that they did a decent job. The cover's not bad.
I am ready to talk about what we didn't like.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm ready to talk about what we didn't like. Okay, let's talk about Harley and Joker's relationship. Not comic book accurate at all. Okay, first of all, if they're the king and queen of Gotham, which they're not, Joker abuses her and hits her. If they're the king and queen of Gotham, Harley says she can't swim. They crash the Lamborghini into the water. She's trying to stab Batman. Where's the Joker? Oh, wait. He abandoned her.
Batman saves her.
Batman saves her, not the Joker. Batman.
And in the deleted scene when the helicopter crashes, it shows in the deleted scene it says that he pushes her out.
Can we talk about the fact that crashing a helicopter is the equivalent to like being hit in the face with a pillow in this universe?
Yeah, but like when
There are like 4 helicopter crashes, and they all get out without a scratch.
But like the scene where she falls out in the movie, it looks like he saved her, but like the deleted scenes make it seem like he actually shoved her out so he could get away.
With this movie, it really seems like
No. I'll disagree with you on that, Eric. I say he put in the deleted scenes. He pushes her out because he knows it's crashing. And
No, that's what the movie makes it look like. In the scenes, they're saying it looks more like he did it on purpose because he's like, "Get away, Carly."
What happened
like
was they got on Facebook, read all the emo kids posts about how Harley and Joker belong together, and then they did reshoots and cut out all the stuff where Joker abuses Harley.
That's what the reshoots were for.
That's what the reshoots were for.
We're just kidding. I heard it was just for action, but
I don't know what it was for.
But for the lack of action, I don't know what it was.
Okay. I'm gonna take a quick break on roasting this movie. Mason, what did you dislike about this movie?
What did I dislike? Okay, although I do praise it a lot, I'll admit the storyline is dumb.
Oh, thank you.
It is like a generic...
It was almost boring.
There's a blue light up shooting into the sky.
Well,
as one of our villain on one of the podcasts we watched, the guy's like, "Oh, they pulled a Marvel."
Well, the main villain was even like, okay,
like Enchantress.
What did you guys think about this thing?
Okay, no one can see what
No
you're
one can
doing.
see it.
I'm shimmying back and forth like Enchantress did. Oh, I can give you everything you want. Okay.
I love Carla Devine, but she can do so much better than this. She's a great actress.
I can give you anything you want. And then we go to Harley Quinn's. She's probably a feminist because she's a university graduated professor. So she wouldn't want to be a domesticated housewife. And she's also certifiably insane. So she wouldn't want to be normal with the Joker.
Because she's become so obsessed with him that she wants to be normal, not because she realizes what's going on.
But I would think that Harley's fantasy would be taking over Gotham with the Joker. Wouldn't you?
But she loves him no matter how awful it is, how much no matter how much he doesn't care about her, contrary with what the movie betrays. He does not care about her, but she still does no matter what. And
yeah,
so
but what does that have to do with her being a domesticated housewife?
In the movie,
maybe she isn't a domestic. Maybe it's just
she's wearing an apron and serving something on a pan.
Yeah, that's what you do when you cook.
Well, maybe that was her dream before she got with the Joker. And whenever she got with the Joker,
are you saying like subconsciously?
Yeah, I mean like
because like there's a scene where she's like, I don't have many friends, and when she's talking to the Joker during their therapy sessions, she's lonely because that's one of the reasons why she got drawn into the Joker is because she had no friends. Had no love life,
and Joker was the only person to come in and be like
comfort her and care about her.
Even though he didn't,
even though it was all manipulation.
Yeah, okay, I can see where you guys are coming from on that. I disagree with it, but I can see where.
I still don't like their relationship, and anyone who thinks their goals needs to
they're not goals. I just like how
I like their complexities, but I don't think they should be praised as like the power couple of comics.
Like DC wants us to have relationships like this. That's what I felt like they were pushing on.
Here's the thing: they're as much of a power couple as Batman and Batgirl was in The Killing Joke.
Why did you have to talk about that?
But like the point of Harley and Joker is to show you this is not good. This is terrible. You should be feeling sorry for her, not praising Joker and Harley.
Oh, can we talk about the Joker?
Yeah, fine.
Oh, Jared Leto is the most lifeless, awful piece of crap Joker
that has so
ever been.
That I will disagree with till the day I die.
Listen, you could make his hair long and call him Loki. You could
What about all those tattoos?
You could do whatever you want. You could just make him look different, and he was basically playing every villain ever.
That's not true. That I will disagree with.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan.
I don't know what that was, but it was not Joker.
If they gave him more time, maybe we could, make a better decision, but he's only in it for like
my
8
argument
minutes.
with that, like I said on the other one, was the second that we saw Heath Ledger's Joker, we knew it was going to be the stuff of legend. The second
That's
because
that movie's well made.
Yeah, that movie's well made, but Heath Ledger.
Oh man, Mason, you just
drove that entire thing.
Ooh.
Jared Leto was the most awful performance I've ever seen.
No, I am the exact opposite. I loved Jared Leto as the Joker. I thought this guy, you could tell, legit was halfway insane. Like, I mean,
Halfway?
He's not halfway insane.
Well,
He's completely insane.
Well, completely insane. Whatever. I mean, he felt like an actual crime overlord when in a lot of other places I don't really see him as that. Like Heath Ledger is
He's not supposed to be. That's just something weird they did.
I mean, it's a cool idea with the Joker.
I mean, I like the idea.
What was up with that scene where he was like, "Do you want to do stuff with my girl? Sure, I want to do stuff with your girl. You know what? Actually, this is your girl. Oh, you don't want to do stuff with my girl? Boom.
Yeah, why was
That's
Common?
not what the
Why was Common in
Yeah,
there?
First of all, why was Common in that movie? Second of all, that doesn't make any sense. And I know that the Joker, quote unquote, doesn't make sense, but there was an interview where Jared Leto literally said the words, "If Joker was here, he'd cut off your testicles and make you eat them." And then instead of doing that, the Joker just shoots him. I think Jared Leto, with his like weird fantasies about the Joker, like Jack Nicholson, comic book accurate Joker, Heath Ledger, intense Joker, Cesar Romero, goofy Joker, Jared Leto, pervert Joker, lover Joker.
There's this. I feel like you really base it off the graphic novel Joker, which is the darkest thing I've ever read. And
oh yeah.
Have you seen that one? Read that one?
Oh yeah.
It's based off that. This man's literally insane. He is a kind of a crime boss in this. He owns a strip club that Harley works at.
It's a different kind of Joker.
I didn't think all the stories I heard were worth the Joker we got, but
Oh yeah, with the whole don't get me wrong, I'll agree with you there.
But some of the stories were fabricated from what I heard. But But it wasn't a bad Joker. I wasn't a huge fan. It could have been better, but it wasn't the worst thing.
I think it was absolute trash.
I greatly enjoyed him. I thought, here's the thing, Jack Nicholson to me, he looked like the Joker, but Jack Nicholson just had to be Jack Nicholson.
I feel the exact opposite way. I feel like
because Jack Nicholson's
I feel
crazy.
like Jared Leto looked just like the Joker, except for his tattoos. He looked just like the Joker, and he was just bad at it. I thought Jack Nicholson's performance is the most comic book accurate Joker I've ever
It's a darker Cesar Romero. It was still it was funny. When I watched it with him, his dad was cracking up.
Just think about Jack Nicholson, everything he does. He has the joy buzzers, and he takes over that diner/art gallery with his dancing. That felt like the Joker. What doesn't feel like the Joker is what did he even do? He was so forgetful.
The panda suits.
Yeah, the panda. What? And the strip club thing. That the Joker doesn't meet with people unless he just shoots him. And then that weird scene where he caressed that guy's shoulders.
Oh, the dude from the Mindy Project.
It all felt so it felt like he's been watching Joker in movies, and then he said, "I don't want to be like those guys." And then he just did whatever he did. But so it's not the good kind of different.
So basically almost every other character in the DC cinematic universe right
now. No, because it's not based off anything. I feel like I don't know what the Joker's core characteristic is, but I feel like that's completely missing with this Joker.
It's nihilism. Because he doesn't believe in anything.
I feel like I'm watching a guy on screen trying to play the Joker. I don't feel like I'm watching the Joker.
You don't think so?
No, I don't feel like I'm watching the Joker at all.
That was my thoughts on Heath Ledger.
Oh gosh, Mason. Mason doesn't like the Dark Knight trilogy. BT-dubs.
I cannot stand those movies.
I'm sorry that you don't like well-made.
Leave them alone.
Let me explain. Okay, sorry. I could see where people like them
because they're good.
Because they're next to flawless.
No, that's not true. Here's the thing.
Well, the first and last one,
first and last one have flaws.
Well, yeah.
But all three of them are better than any movie that any other superhero movie has ever. I mean, any other Marvel, DC. No one has made a better movie.
See, I don't view that as a superhero movie. That's legit
That's why it's so good.
That's why it's so good because they're goofy and stupid.
It's transitioning the genre.
And I like goofy
Yeah,
and
but-
stupid every now and then. Like, I love Guardians of the Galaxy. But if, for movie's sake and for, like, chill's sake, I watched The Dark Knight because that movie moves you.
Yeah, but Christian Bale did a horrible job of his Batman.
I completely disagree.
Well, here's the thing. You know how you said you don't see the Joker, you see a guy playing the Joker? I see a guy playing Batman.
That's the
But that's
point.
what Batman is.
That's what Batman does.
Batman is a guy who plays Batman. The Joker is just the Joker. But Batman is an actor.
Like in year one, like in the comics or the
Why do you think he does this?
animated
I wish he'd
movie.
just get a voice modulator, but whatever.
That's what I like that part. But
No,
in the year one, it's all a facade. Like in the movie, he paid, or the comic, he pays these prostitutes to come over. They don't do anything. He just has like a half-empty bottle of champagne. He lets them drink, and then when Gordon comes over, he's acting wasted, and they're all going woo because it's an act. He's
all an
acting.
act.
I mean, I also see him as a bad Bruce Wayne.
Christian Bale is one of the most charming people I've ever seen.
Yeah, but...
We're just going to
Except-
have to agree to
ex-
disagree on this.
Except when he's playing people that aren't charming because he's that good of an actor.
He's the
he
best
does not do
actor.
good as Bruce Wayne. He doesn't...
Look,
Mason,
look, Mason, we're just going to have to agree to disagree because
this is why we're watching the movies. We're gonna prove you wrong.
we're going to prove you... Tonight we're going to watch all three of them, and we're going to just...
We're gonna like make.
Fix it for
It'll be
you.
like the part in Clockwork Orange where you have to sit in the chair while we strap all that stuff to you, and we're gonna have those things put on your eyes.
Although...
Okay,
here's
so
the- no, also-
we've mentioned in 2 of the last 2 weeks' episodes that we're going home to watch the Dark Knight Marathon. I'd just like to point out that there are going to be some contingency errors throughout because we're recording this all in one night.
Dang it!
We're recording our first 3. There are just too many errors. We're not getting away with this.
We pulled a DC.
We pulled a DC. We messed up our continuity. We messed everything up.
It's like Rick Flagg's hair, as that one guy pointed out.
I listen to a lot of podcasts, and one of them pointed out, Mason, that Rick Flagg's hair changes lengths throughout the entire movie.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Apparently, I didn't notice because I was
I didn't notice that.
too busy being bored.
Okay.
That's not boring. It's not... Oh, jeez. We have completely different tastes in movies. I can tell.
Okay. Back to what we didn't
Just
like.
DC movies. Like
Is there anything else that we just straight up didn't like, guys?
some of the motivations. Like I loved what Viola Davis did, and it's not her fault, but I didn't know what her
Ron, I gotta sneeze.
Waller's
Shoot, I didn't sneeze.
Waller's motivations are, which is nothing on her, and I will never badmouth Viola Davis because she's great, and anyone who hasn't seen How to Get Away with Murder should check it out. It's so good.
Eric does so much free advertising without knowing it.
Pay me.
Pay him.
Hashtag
I thought that it was weird that they did really long intros for Deadshot and then Harley Quinn, and then they had a one shot for Boomerang, and then we didn't hear about any other characters.
Yeah, I didn't like.
That's because Deadshot and Harley Quinn are meant to be like the main characters.
Yeah, but why
Yeah,
talking
but
about
like
Boomerang?
But like I didn't care about Killer Croc because he didn't do anything.
Well, because Killer Croc.
Why didn't they have Killer Croc do? First of all, why doesn't Killer Croc have a tail? Because that's like half of his power.
Killer Croc's
Hey,
cool, and they
can I ask
kind
you
of
guys
ruined
something?
him.
Can I ask you guys something?
What?
What was the reason that they put together the Suicide Squad?
What if
Rick-
Superman had ripped off the roof of the White House?
So
ground?
the point of it is to fight a Superman in case he shows up.
Well, I don't think necessarily another Superman. I think more so
If
just
some-
any bigger threat that would.
Okay.
Because at this time, Justice League is not a thing.
Yeah, but
they're setting
the
it up at
point
the
was it's to fight off a bad Superman / whatever threat it is. Did you believe at any moment that this team could even like distract Superman?
No.
I would. That
They
is
were
one
too
thing.
busy training quips.
Well, the one
Yeah.
that I was wondering how they were gonna even take down Enchantress. Let alone.
Yeah.
I was like, how are you gonna?
You have like 3 people with
This is-
superpowers, and everyone else are
Yeah,
just really
For a
talented
team
people.
that's
So
like
the one the ones with superpowers dies.
Deadshot
Yeah, seriously.
has like impeccable aim. Harley Quinn has a baseball bat.
And she's insane.
She's a really interesting character. Well, not in this movie.
That
I
is
don't think
one
so.
thing.
But she's a really interesting character.
That
but
is one thing.
What
I
does she
didn't
bring
get.
to the
That is
table?
one thing I didn't get because like I someone mentioned this and I said, what does Like,
she's a distraction. Remember when she's changing into her costume and you see her in her
Look.
bra, and everyone's just like standing
Well,
there, like
90%
oogling
of
over
Harley
her.
Quinn is just oogling over her
But
body.
what does
throughout
make
the movie.
Amanda Waller think
So many
like,
butt shots.
yo, let's get this crazy chick? The first thing I could think was, well, it's the Joker's girlfriend, I guess. That holds some form of a name.
But
Yeah.
her shots of her butt were almost as much as you see in a Fast and Furious movie.
Oh my goodness.
You see so much booty in this movie. That is
Hey guys, we probably need to back up from the mic a little bit.
Okay, that is one thing. I'll give you.
like there was no need for the over. You know,
That is one thing I'll give you.
they focused too much on Margot Robbie's body.
The pacing was
Oh, the pacing was
Awful.
terrible.
Oh, I thought it was fine.
30 minutes of
It made
and then
no.
an hour of.
It'd get really interesting, and then they'd start being slow again.
Yeah, that bar scene was. Ugh.
I kind of liked it, but
I
They
like
cut
the
out.
bar
They
scene.
cut out like 3/4 of it.
Well, yeah, but it was still interesting. Like that bar scene reminds me of what's the scene in? Is it in Age of Ultron where they're in that cabin and
Well-
they're just talking to each other?
I hate that movie,
I don't
so-
like that movie.
Well, I loved Age of Ultron.
I didn't like, and I
You
didn't like.
mean you mean Avengers remade?
The better Avengers, I'll give you that. The first Avengers, I think, is overrated, but then
No.
I think that Avengers Age of Ultron is the exact same movie. I think it's the exact same quality. I think that it's just as good. I think it's the exact same cut.
And that's why I didn't do
Same
as
guy.
well.
Yeah, that's why I didn't do as well.
But I like the Killer Croc joke. He's like, "I'm sexy,"
Oh, I hated it.
and
No.
she was like, "Yeah, you are." I was
You
like,
know-
"What? No."
Oh,
You know who would have made Killer Croc the funniest dude? Terry Crews.
Oh
You know,
my
Killer
gosh.
Croc. You see-
that's the best thing that I.
Jeff
I'm
Johns.
sexy.
Then he just comes out
Jeff
with,
Johns.
Jeff-
Listen to him.
Jeff Johns, did you hear that?
Then he just
Fire that one dude, whoever you have.
Then he just comes out with an Old Spice commercial as Killer Croc.
Have his pecs pop.
Oh, like,
I'd
he
watch
just-
that in a heartbeat. I'd watch a Killer Croc solo movie if Terry Crews
Oh,
was in it.
man.
There were Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh,
Freaking-
just chill.
I am sexy.
No, I can't do an Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I used
I'm
to.
sexy.
What was that?
Oh.
Yeah, it was bad. That's what it was.
All right,
Buck.
let's do final thoughts.
Hold on. I got one more thing I want to ask you guys. I didn't think about it at the beginning. What can DC? Because DC is obviously in a bad position right now.
Very bad position.
They're in a
True.
well. They're making money, but they got to start getting better reviews. They
Their
gotta
movies
start-
are getting slammed.
Yeah, their movies are getting
Okay.
slammed. It's falling apart.
Like
If
when you get
could
sad by reading a review of their movie, that's not a good sign. Like I would read Suicide Squad trailers. I got not trailers reviews. I got sad.
Yeah.
You know what's
I
funny?
just stopped
Do you
reading.
guys think the critics really underrated this movie, or do you think they were right?
I think that the critics either underrate or overrate every movie.
But almost every single like dislike for each of those movies were deserved. For BVS and Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad deserved it, I think, a little more.
Do I think Suicide Squad was a 27? No.
No,
Do I think it was a 5? Yes. Did I think BVS was a 30? No. Did I think BVS was a 6?
That
Yes.
was 29.
29?
I can check.
Oh,
but
yeesh. But it's kind of like, but you have to do well with critics if you're gonna keep a
or at
franchise
least
going.
decent. Like
Yeah.
you need to be at least semi-fresh on
Yeah,
Rotten
you
Tomatoes.
need to get at least a 50 on Metascore and Rotten Tomatoes
That's the
in order
thing.
to keep your
I
franchise
think
going.
you look at whenever BVS came out, and then Civil War came out right
Mm-hmm.
after that. It was 100% on thumbs up, and then
Now it's 90%. Last time I looked, it was
so that's pretty daggum good.
Yeah.
because it was a great movie.
It was a great movie.
That's 27% actually,
27%? What does The Dark Knight have?
like 94.
Oh, of course it does, because The Dark Knight's incredible, Mason.
No, it doesn't.
Okay,
It's overrated.
You
So-
better stop before the internet like hates you forever.
Internet's gonna
yeah, you're making us lose all the subscribers that we don't have.
They're like,
we're gonna hit negative subscribers.
Okay, so you get a call from the director of Warner Brothers, whatever his name is. He says, "Hi, my name is John Smithers and Mason Boatman, Eric Park. I need you guys to give me some advice. You have 20 seconds to give the director of Warner Brothers advice. Go, Mason."
First of all, get rid of Zack Snyder. Get him as a visual director. Get Ben Affleck as the main director for any other movie. Follow storylines. Make the characters who they originally were. I don't know. I mean, it's just follow what DC already had because it was already amazing, and don't change it up as much as you did.
Okay, that was under 20 seconds. Eric, we need some advice about our next movie. We need advice on how to continue this franchise. Go.
Oh, wait, what movie are we talking about?
Just the franchise in general.
Okay, well, Zack Snyder, I'm not a big fan of right now, but I'm goodness, sorry. See how Justice League goes. If Justice League does not go well, get rid of him. When Batman starts getting in development, give Ben Affleck all creative freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Give James Wan freedom with Aquaman because he's a great director. Give your directors freedom, but be sure to give critical responses to make sure your films do not keep getting trashed.
It was more than 20 seconds, but I liked it.
It was.
So my thing is pretty close to yours. But director John Smithers, director of Warner Brothers, you want me to fix the DC universe? Because I can. Pretty much very similar to their plans. Make Zack Snyder director of photography.
He's so good
Get
with
Ben
visuals.
Affleck in charge of everything. Fire Jeff Johns. Fire him.
Fire David Gordon.
He was a good writer about 5 years ago. He's not a good writer anymore. Fire the crap out of him. You hire Scott Snyder, the guy who writes the Batman arcs. You get him in there, and you make him head writer. That way you got a power team of Zack Snyder, director of photography. He makes beautiful shots. Ben Affleck, arguably one of the best directors of our time, and one of the best actors.
I won't go as far
Yeah,
as
he
director.
is. Have you seen Argo?
Yeah, I've seen Argo.
Argo
It's a
is
great
incredible.
movie.
Okay,
but-
I'm saying of our time, of recent years. He is killing it. And when The Accountant comes out, The Accountant's going to be great.
Is
So
he?
then you got...
He didn't direct that.
Yeah, he did. Or he wrote it or something. Ben Affleck, and then you got Scott Snyder, who is arguably... I'm not even going to say arguably, the best comic book writer of this current generation.
Or have Frank Miller come back.
No, don't. Frank Miller's freaking crazy. Frank
So
Miller's
is
a
Alan
psycho.
Moore. Alan Moore worships
Yeah.
He's
I don't
like
know
a
Alan Moore
wizard.
either. I
Yeah,
want,
Have
I want
Batman
Scott
commit mass
Snyder.
genocide, then Superman comes back to life with
Listen,
the power of love.
I'm realistic. I don't expect Chris Nolan and what's his brother's name?
Joseph.
Well, I don't expect them to come back.
No, it's Jonathan. Excuse me.
I don't expect them to come back. What I do expect is for you to spend $250 million on a movie and it be good. At least good. And I feel like DC has not made a good movie. I enjoyed their movies because I love Batman, but none of these movies, Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Suicide Squad, none of them were good.
Also, you know what the funny thing is? You can talk about Marvel and how amazing they are all you want. DC has some of the best
Amen.
storylines.
Which is a shame that they can't make good movies with all the source material they
Here's the
own.
thing: you could go off of just Batman,
Like Batman
and have a full series of movies.
And make billions.
Oh yeah, totally.
You
Me
can
and
make
Baylor-
billions.
Me and Baylor cast movies all the time off comics we read.
It's
Here's the thing: I wanted BVS. I wanted Superman to be taken out of that and just have it be a straight up Dark Knight Returns movie because I love the Dark Knight Returns. That's a fantastic.
And the Batman Ben Affleck plays in that movie would have been perfect. Which is what
I
it was
disagree.
based
I
off
would
of.
have waited a little bit to do Dark Knight Returns because Dark Knight Rises was the last Batman movie, and it's a similar premise.
But it's based off a different type of Batman.
Yeah, but every Batman that they make right now is Batman Year One or Batman The Dark Knight Returns, except for The Dark Knight.
But the Dark Knight trilogy was based off his origin and him going up into being
Yeah,
Batman. And
but-
a couple years after being Batman. Dark Knight's been like 20, 30 years after Batman's quit.
It's been 8 years. The Dark Knight Rises is 8 years after Batman quit. Wait, were you saying The Dark Knight Returns?
Yeah, like the Frank Miller
okay.
comics.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
If you look it up and like you watch a lot of reviews, people are like comic book nerds that have like read a bunch of comics are really sick of seeing Batman Year One and The Dark Knight Returns in like every movie. And Batman v Superman was really like resemblant.
Like the
Resemblance?
suit.
Oh, it was
Like the
they
suit
legit-
alone he fights Superman in is like a dead like.
Oh, even some of the shots in the movie is legit. Like honestly, if whoever has seen the extended cut for Batman vs Superman, there's a part where Superman flies into a missile and makes it explode. That's a reference to Dark Knight Returns.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And then
That's his suit that he fights Superman's literally like a
almost the one thing it was missing was there's a whenever he goes down into the pit or whatever with all the bats, there's like those 2 red eyes that come.
Oh, that was creepy.
That's the one thing it's really missing right now, and honestly, I'm glad that didn't happen. But
the fight between Superman and Batman looked just like the Dark Knight Returns fight.
it was. The thing is, in the
Don't touch
comic,
that with your foot.
you know what the funny thing is? In the
I'd be
comic,
stretching.
it meant so much more.
Yeah.
Well, if you're gonna make a Dark Knight Returns movie, make a Dark Knight Returns movie.
Have George Miller direct it.
Oh, George Miller, I freaking love that guy.
Mad Max.
Oh, he did.
All four
How
of
good
them.
would a Mad Max movie be? Like, you know, the Nightmare universe?
Oh, yeah.
What if they made like an Elseworld movie, but George Miller directed it in that Mad Max style world?
Oh, man.
That'd be
Or
sick.
Guillermo del Toro.
Okay,
Guillermo del Toro's been talking about doing, like, Justice League Dark World or whatever forever. And it's never going to happen, but I want it to happen so bad.
all right, everyone. Let's do final thoughts. Mason?
My final thought on Suicide Squad is I think it's a really good movie and that it does something different finally that we don't see much. I mean, think about it. It's a group of supervillains, you know, the thing that come together to take down some threat. That in itself is something new that we haven't seen in a while, at the very least. And while I do think BVS was way too dark in its tone, this movie tried to really lighten up a lot and very much tried to do a lot of humor. I really hope when it comes to Justice League that they do a very nice balance of that. So, all in all, Suicide Squad I thought was really good. It gives me hope for the future.
Scale of 1 to 10.
8.
8 out of 10.
Well, I appreciated the tone they were trying to go with. Besides Captain Boomerang, most of the jokes felt kind of flat to me.
We're bad guys. It's what we do. No one laughed in the whole theater. And that was the best part of that movie for me.
And, I mean, the movie, like, the story's dumb, the pacing's kind of dumb. Some of the minor Suicide Squad characters they didn't spend enough time developing. I will appreciate the ambition behind it. I do really enjoy some of the performances from Viola Davis, Margot Robbie, Will Smith. Thought they were excellent. I actually kind of liked Rick Flag. Rick Flag was kind of cool.
I agree.
And they had like 1 or 2 cool action sequences, but it was a mess, and they need to fix it somehow. Hopefully Wonder Woman.
Okay.
A 5.5 out of 10.
Okay. DC, let's be real for a second. I really want to love you. I really want to like your movies, but I can't like your movies when they're complete crap. And listen, I am the biggest DC fanboy that you have ever seen in your entire life.
That's probably not true. There might be,
Okay, I'm exaggerating to prove a point. I love DC.
He's more of a Batman fan than
Yeah, I love Batman. And, I walk into these movies desperately wanting to like them. I guess you don't have to, but if you want these movies to start working, read a freaking comic book.
Amen.
Pick up a comic book and open it. That's all. That's my final thought. Pick up a comic book and open it.
Let's hurry to the plugs, because I feel like we've been talking for a long time.
4 out of 10.
Whoa.
Okay, man, I got mad for a second.
Yeah, you really did.
I didn't know there was that big of a hatred for this.
Okay. I'll say a positive final thought. The Deadshot scene where he stands on the car and shoots everyone is super cool.
That was so cool.
Captain Boomerang was awesome. Mm-hmm. I have hope.
Me too.
Just not very much. And I feel like we probably... well, I guess we can't get a reboot. Everything is locked in. So you better pick it up or you're not going to make any money.
Hopefully
It's like we're sitting in an extremely dark cave and a little light has come in. Just
when
and a bunch of bats are flying around us and flying us up out of the cave.
Or it's
in my dreams they lifted me.
My dreams have lifted me up. Okay.
Or it's like the part when she finds Enchantress.
That scene though, whenever
that was kind of cool. That was kind of creepy.
The hand thing was really cool.
I was like, oh, that's awesome.
That
forgot
reminded
about
me
that.
of Lights Out.
Okay. So that was my final thought. 5 out of 10.
Average.
5 out of 10.
All right, let's do the
I'll call it
social media
borderline average. So that's the show. If you want to follow me on Instagram, it's at Baylor Travis. If you have any suggestions for topics or anything like that, you can email me at baylortravis@gmail.com.
Oh yeah. You can follow me on Twitter at @TheRealEricPark. Send me tweets about the show. You can tweet me during our shows if you want. And leave if you're mad at Mason for his Dark Knight comments. Just tweet them to me.
Heath Ledger was overrated.
Okay, stop while you're ahead. Anyways.
I don't think he was ever ahead.
Yeah. Anyways, at @TheRealEricPark's also on Instagram. Check it out.
Mason, you got any plugs?
I do. All right, so if you don't hate me for my Dark Knight hate, let's see, which one do I use? I use my Instagram the most.
It's like hating puppies.
It's like hating heroin.
Listen, Cat.
Eric.
Listen, Cat, my plug, please.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, sure.
Everyone needs to watch Rocky Horror.
At the Dark Knight Hater 225.
No.
Here's his address.
Here's his phone number. Call him drunk.
My phone goes
Call
off
him drunk.
No, okay, so my Instagram account is Grandmaster M. There's a space after each word.
You mean an underscore?
Yeah, Instagram, like, whenever you put a space, it does an underscore. So
Okay.
I had to do that. And so, anyway. I try and I'm a very poetic person, if you might call that, so be ready for
Some Dark Knight hate.
Dark Knight.
Some poetry about how much he hates
Here's the thing, like,
Heath Ledger.
Yeah, here's the thing, deep stuff and sometimes depressing. So don't worry about it.
All right, we gotta go.
But-
So
Yeah, Grandmaster.
If you want to support the show, you can find us on Patreon. You can get all kinds of cool rewards and stuff, like pictures of us that are signed and shout outs on the show and coffee with us and FaceTime with us. There's a lot of cool stuff that you can get by donating to the show. That's Patreon, patreon.com/LTAB.
peace out.
That's all we got for you guys.
See you guys.
Bye.